Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to Pro Cycling Manager 2020. It's Career Mode, episode 109. When it comes to objectives, I generally put my best foot forward. I put my best team capable of getting the result we need. But with dual simultaneous objectives, that splits the team. That weakens our chances. And in this case, both objectives require top finishes, as in stage wins. So the most difficult challenge that we face emerges out of this one. So split team and stage wins for both. Difficult task. Luckily, neither of them are that big on the list of sponsor objectives for the season, so that helps us out slightly. We're at Paris-Nice, the other Treno Adriatico. This is stage 2. Stage 1 was a prologue. I have no time trialists here, so we had no chance of a result, though Monotoglu actually snuck into the top 10, but 9th place. He was not going to win that thing. 63k to go now in this one. I have the majority of my sprinters here, though not all. And so these guys, their best chance is definitely in winning a sprint. And this is definitely a sprint stage. So, can we bag a result today? Race day condition would suggest probably not. None of the sprinters have positive race day conditions. But Monotoglu and German are both on zeros. So, small chance. Reykjavik, the other sprinters on -4. That's not going to help us. Eric Butt's going to have to help out a bit with his +2. He's got a little bit of speed, so we'll use him as an early lead out. It's possible he's going to go ahead of Reykjavik when we break this down and compare them. 3 riders in the break, but the gap's at 1:10. It's a little late for them to still have a minute's lead, but that's not that bad. It's not that bad, so should have no problem catching them. Don't think they'll threaten. Yeah, there we go. It's down to 40 seconds. 18k. We'll set this one up at about 12. It's not my fastest group that I've had. Again, we're stretched compared to what we normally have, and that's a little worrying. No fatigue, or at least only slightly in the bunch. So Monotoglu, obviously the guy. German, obviously the lead out. Is it going to be Reykjavik? 64 resistance, but he's got good sprint. Much better flat from Eric, but that's where he's going to be more useful. Reykjavik is going to be a short burst to get the sprint started. Right from there, Moreno's on a +2. Telford, Jorgensen, Gel. And start moving forward. He is nearly last place for us. We don't want to go too slow here initially. We don't want the guys dropping back. We want them going forward. Still failing to find any way through at the moment. There's a little bit of space here on the side. Okay, he's going to start emerging clear, but it's already down to just 9k. So yes, we want to start pulling pretty hard, especially before we get squeezed out on this left-hander. Come on, Jorgensen. 7k. You got a 72 flat rating. He still can't get to the front at a 96 effort. 6k. Gel time.
The finish line is getting close.
Okay, Telford, it's 5k. This is full 98, 99 the rest of the way. 4k. Okay, you guys got to do your sprint. You're not fast anyway. 3.5k. We're going to go right to Eric Butt at 3.
With several riders on the ground. We can only hope that they all get back up.
Right now, just go effort up. Eric Butt already sprinting 2.4 and not doing much damage behind him. Amazingly, he does more damage to German and Monotoglu than he does to Reykjavik on the -4 with a 64 resistance. Really? 1.9k. These guys should be fine. Eric Butt's not that fast. Why? Him next in line with that sort of resistance I could see him struggling, but for them, they should not be sprinting. They should still just be using their flat rating. Okay, well, no choice here, but I think stage win is going to be out of the question for this stage as, yeah, Reykjavik. German's got nothing left. He's only got a 66 resistance. Can we get a little acceleration out of him? We're at 1.1, but Amanatoglu is, well, Amanatoglu's stuck behind this. 700 meters and no stage win today. This is really poorly done by the sprinters. My timing was not that bad. If Reykjavik was in that sort of state, Amanatoglu and German should have been just fine. Amanatoglu is a 78-77 sprint. Of course, we want him to go later because he's not great on resistance. But what are we to do? It was already late. We were already down to 3K. Eric Butt is not fast enough to do that kind of damage to those guys. And they shouldn't have. Derek Rugg takes stage. Vanderpool second. DeMar third. I mean, Vanderpool, right? Great classics rider. And very quick. But he's not a sprinter. We got 7th and 10th. Plenty of stages. More chances. Hopefully better race day conditions. Hopefully
and here are a few of the key moments.
Better laid out. The weather's bad. It is leading to a minor expectation of a somewhat lower race day condition. But what we're facing, much worse. Much worse than that. We have been very unlucky in this one so far. Of course, I have 3 sprinters here. Their combined race day condition, a -9. A -9 between my 3 sprinters. That's an average of a -3 between those guys. So, that much worse than what the expectations are. And really, really hurts our chances of getting the result we need. And of course, Paris-Nice is not all sprints. We're going to run out of opportunities. I think there's like 1 sprint stage left or something like that. And if we struggled on the last stage with, what, a -3 combined or something like that, what are we going to do with a -9, right? It's probably not going to be looking so good. -5s for Reykjavik and German. Amanatoglu at least does have a +1, but he's got no proper lead out. These guys are going to really struggle, and we're going to definitely go for the late lunge as a result. But how much are we going to be able to do? I don't know. We will at least try to set this thing up. We will drop guys off early and often if necessary. Let's go ahead and gel up these first 2 guys and then get Jorgensen going. Let's see what we can do. Will today go a little bit better? We definitely went too early. I want to get out front and push a little harder. But look, Jorgensen.
Just 10 kilometers left.
Look at the damage, all the way down to Amanatoglu. How? Why? Jorgensen at a 92. Flat rating's okay, it's a 72. Little uphill section. This is the time where you'd want to actually do a little push and get out front. Hofstetter trying to do a little punchy finish and break off the front and not getting anywhere. I mean, look, we're at a 95 now and not doing any damage. Why was it that we were doing damage at a 92? And this is uphill. So what's the deal? Okay, there's that last hill behind us.
Only 5 kilometers left.
Telford still getting out pushed by Jorgensen. 4K, 3.5K onto Eric, but Gels too late for that. That just hurt our chances even more. 99 for Eric, but come on, coming from behind here. 2.7, okay. 2.5. Now it's time to go. Okay, 2.2. Still not yet. Okay, now 2.0
There we go. The
Reykjavik.
sprint is on. The riders are setting themselves
Hey,
up.
Reykjavik giving us what he can. German. 1.2. He's got nothing left, and somehow Monotoglu. Again, Monotoglu just cannot handle any acceleration by anybody else. They give a little sprint, and he is just fading away. He's got a 69 resistance,
A really powerful sprint finish to
but he's only got
claim
a 70
great
flat.
victory.
79, 77, but he just cannot handle a lead out. Only 14th. Rugg, DeMar, Groves. There's a good 7 proper sprinters here. There are some quick guys. We're not necessarily going to win. But this has been 2 really poor sprints. Monotoglu not handling anything. His lead out guys on horrible, horrible race day conditions. I mean, we waited a full kilometer later to start this time. And didn't have the advantage of being out front, but regardless of the advantage that we would be looking for of being out front, getting that little head start, regardless of that, we still couldn't even handle a balanced short-term sprint with leadouts. I mean, why they can't piece this together? Torino Adriatico, Stage 1, team time trial. About 22 kilometers is the length overall. And I've brought all of my time trialists here. Also, this was one of those desired objectives for a lot of riders at the start of the season. And so we had that. We've got about 3 riders with objectives. We've got about 4 riders on fitness peaks. Overall, the team roughly is, as a whole, are all sitting on about a +2 expected race day condition each. So we're about a +12 to +14 as a team. I didn't get a chance to fully count it because actually with shorter stage, good CPU, it loaded really fast. So we need to get that set off so I can get a proper look at all my guys. Again, we're going to push flat out. I'm not worried about the overall. I'm worried about winning the stage. So using somebody like Ginn, who's, well, let's see, 22K is more time trial than prologue, but not max. It doesn't max until 30K. But an 80 for Ginn, yeah, we want to go full out maximum with him. Killen's on a +2. That was a +4 for Ginn, by the way. Only a -1 for Moreau. Everybody else does have a positive race day condition. Let's see. That's about a -4, -3. I'd say that's +13 overall as a group. That's right where we should be. So we got exactly what was expected of us. Killen is a 78. So we'll go for quite a while for him. Moreau, just a 70. Bring that down a bit. 81 for Rodriguez. Carlos de Mello's a 76. Gazzoli is a 69, 73, so he's about a 70 combined. So quick turns for him, but he'll get a little bit in there. Also Johnson, just a 68. All right, here we go. What can they do? Danny Ginn to get us started. There's one time check along the way. Ducanic quick step, setting the tempo right now in the clubhouse at 28:02. But considering there's a couple teams very close at the top, I would imagine that that's going to be beat. Moreau, there you go. There's that quick time. We don't want to lose much with those guys. Just want to give a little bit of a break to the others. Rodriguez working hard, flying through here. Come on now. Hopefully we're number one. Yes, okay, so far so good. So far, so good. 5 seconds to the good. The team that is second at the finish right now, it's Decathlon who passed them up. So they faded a little bit. So that means we have a 17-second advantage over the current leader. But there comes in Astana now in contention behind us. Okay, how we doing on fatigue factor? Quite well, actually. Quite well. Which means somebody like Moreau with just 6k to go. I don't even think Moreau needs to be involved. Let's get Moreau out of there. So again, this is going to be his last turn. Peels off. He is tired, but he's pulling very hard, very fast. Again, just sit on now. Moreau's going to have to cover that gap. Killing. Ooh, oh, killing. Just out of energy. Got to peel off. There you go. Rodriguez, keep it up the pace. Hopefully we peeled off in time. Rodriguez pushing for the line. I think he will make it. Should lead us over. Oh, he fades right at the line. Carlos de Mello pushes through. Oh, but we lose. No! Oh, Moreau! Son of a... We still haven't crossed the line. Mother... effer. Moreau didn't keep his spot. Moreau had plenty of energy. Didn't stay in tow. Ginn should have just peeled off and been dropped. Moreau should have closed the gap and held the line until you run out of energy. Instead, he rides behind a guy who... AI logic. Astana leads. 20 seconds clear, which means they gained 3 seconds. There was no reason for us to lose any time. Any. Damn it. That was our stage. Unless somebody blows away Astana here at the finish, that was it right there. Astana wins. We should have beat Astana to the finish. We should have won the stage. Now we got our work cut out for us. That was our best chance right there. I'm already thinking Paris-Nice is going to be a failure. Oh, that is frustrating. Moreau had plenty of energy. Should have stayed in the line with the group. Ginn was out of energy. Should have faded. But Moreau, no reason for him to not ride with the team. Damn. Sorry about the outburst on that one, folks. I let my emotions get the best of me. I expect more from my team. I expect more from my riders. I expect more from the AI. Moreau had the energy. We had the 5 guys at the finish. Highly disappointing that one of them fails to use logic and not stay in the group. It's behind us. We move forward. It's only stage 1. I've got 6 more opportunities to go get a stage win, and we are capable. We can do it. But I need to walk away and cool off after that because I am pretty angry. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Have a good one. Be safe out there. I'll see you next time. Merry Christmas, everybody, and bye for now.